Hello guys from San Diego, California. We've been receiving some requests to make some more like educational videos. So today we're going to defrost the RV refrigerator. So this is a pretty standard RV refrigerator, freezer and fridge made by Norcold, and we've had this rig for about 6 years or more and figured out the best, most efficient way of defrosting the coils. As you can see, there is a glacier forming in the back of our refrigerator. Back of the freezer is getting a little frosty as well. Here's a little trick to make this an easier process. Turn it off and then setting a timer for a couple hours should do the trick. So the fridge has been off for a couple hours and the power is still off, but there's still definitely a glacier back there. And everything is still nice and cold, so by letting it sit for a couple hours, you really do no harm and just makes the process a lot easier. So another condition that may be present when this thing fully frosts over is there's your like temperature sensor thingamabobber, and if that is like totally encased in ice, the fridge is gonna think it's kind of cold, like 32 degrees-ish all the time, so it's not gonna necessarily run properly and keep everything else cold. We like to slide a cookie sheet in there just to catch as much ice as possible. So as you can see, some of this is just already starting to come off already. And what this does is it minimizes the amount of effort you need to put into the job. I've also been using a wooden spatula to help break things up, and I'm making pretty good progress. Going straight to the hairdryer is fine, but the problem with that is you're melting everything and it just gets water everywhere. So this technique allows you to break off as much of the ice as possible so you don't have a lot of water to catch. So remember, if the ice isn't just like flaking off, give it a little more time and just exercise some patience. Okay, this is like 98% of it, and it really is less messy this way. So if you have like frozen items in the freezer, it's not gonna thaw like the refrigerator would, so that's where the hairdryer still comes in handy. Since this is our last stop in San Diego for this road trip, I want to make sure to have as much space in this freezer as possible, because I'm going to pack it with the fish and game that we sent down to my dad this past summer. All right, that is the last of it. And the freezer is a lot easier to clean up because it's just kind of one little basin here, and it's not shelf after shelf after shelf. The final bit of information for this video, remember to turn the fridge back on. All right guys, I think you're smart enough to figure out the rest of this cleanup process, but all you need to do now is hit that subscribe button so you can follow our adventures and misadventures. We'll see you on the road.